EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and our home team. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's Herbert. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get Public Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A big play there. 64 yards. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers 7, Bills 0.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And powering through at the 35. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the Bills' 29-yard.
Herbert off of play action. Ebron caught left side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Eric Ebron, 29 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33. Let's go. Let's get this ball.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From midfield, here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Allen is going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Watch twist. Hey, tight.
On play action, Allen flushed out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Final score, Chargers 13, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
SOS.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Pushing through the contact. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Allen's throw is complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Allen is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
First down, Chargers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers!
Oh, yeah, that's the score.
Austin Eckler, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Chargers 27, Bills 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Pass on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Bills 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Eckler, they run left side. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's got this down to the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now.
A 31-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. But when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Second down at 7.
It's Eckler again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun, Herbert on third down, eluding the pressure right. Short little throw to Ebron. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
44, Bills 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back after and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, throw left side, take it in by McKinney. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at that 50-yard line.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got McKinney complete to his tight end. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On the option, here's Eckler.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike. Back 60. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play here for the Bills. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he will get into the end
zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 45 yards. And the Bills claw one back. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 16. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on second down. Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Mike 9.
One final try here for Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. On play action, Allen.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.